Hey y'all, I haven't got. I'm gonna try to learn how to make my videos a little bit more appealing, cause y'all, I don't know how to do none of that. So I might have to reach out to some of my YouTube. Like I wanna call them friends. They know who they are, my YouTube friends, and I want to say, hey, can we do a session? Because hey, because y'all, this girl really need to come up better than what I'm doing. Okay. So anyway, let's pour the after work drink. Okay, I don't care if you still working, but let's pour the after work drink. Just a little shot. Okay, whatever shot you need. It can be water. It can be Powerade. It can be a Starbucks. It can be whatever. But pour a little shot because y'all, this weekend has been a weekend for the books. Okay, Peach came back on here, y'all, and just wanted to tell y'all that she is no longer broke. She can take her kids to, I don't even like calling it, is that a hibachi grill? Like, she called it a hibachi grill, but we just call it a restaurant. Nothing spontaneous. They cook the food in your face. Yeah, I think it is a hibachi, but yeah, I think that is like most likely like kids' birthday parties, like, high schoolers and stuff. But adults shouldn't be like super like nana the boo boo. I take my kids here. You can do it because you're broke. Y'all, you laugh now. You cry. You gonna cry later. All right, we finished that shot. So Pete, you over there laughing at people that who you think can't afford to go and take your kids to trips or to even restaurants to eat. And for you to be a twice a millionaire, 1, 2 millionaire, um, uno, dos millionaire, working on your way to be the third time millionaire. You just sent your kids there. That was the first time they ever been there. It's amazing. See, a lot of times people they kind of put their foot in their mouth when they're trying to come up on other people. So what if a mother can't never afford to take maybe not just 9 kids? That probably don't have 9 kids, but how about a mother probably can't take her 2 year her two children, 3 children. Not everybody has a lot of children like you that can't afford to go places, and it's like wow. So you got 9 kids make you more acceptable than a mother of two that works 9 to 5, work at a little corner store, work at a fast food restaurant. That'll make you better than her. You ever thought about it? Some mothers can cook for their kids. Their kids prefer cook food over going out. You ever thought about that? You ever thought about that, Peach? While you sitting there making fun of somebody who can't take their kids to a place that's most likely kids eat for free, y'all. Let's pay attention to that. Most likely kids eat for free, per adult. So you got like a ratio of kids that can eat for free. Come on now. You don't have a glow up compared to somebody else. So what you got memberships for Disney World. Some people their kids might like simple freaking stuff. Like playing outside, riding their bike, doing basic stuff. Peach, you are not like the post child of well, can we say that single mothers? You're not the post child of single mothers. Even though you got a dingling in the bed doesn't mean that you are a two-parent household. Just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying. But y'all, I did see this story today. It came across my thing, and the timeline of the husband being locked up. Now, I don't know if he got out and did Lips just recently died or he succumbed from his injuries from his arrest in the 17th of August. No, April. I'm sorry, not August. So I don't know the detail. I don't know the detail of um Lips situation. I did see so many rumors, but I can't personally find that information. So I can't really talk about it, but rest in peace to Lips. Lips is the person that really made me like look at the mukbangs different. Like, cause he was the one that caused drama. Like, he caused drama. And one time they had like this mukbang situation going on. I'm sorry, they had this mukbang situation going on. Like all the mukbangs in the East Coast comes together. They had this cookout, and girl, he was the one that caused havoc. People was crying. People was upset. People felt disrespected. So there's a couple of people. I don't know if I can put those videos on there. I don't know if it's too late, but just type in Lips weekend or man, Lips was a horrible person that weekend. So now I guess he's been known as a villain on the mukbang side. But I used to watch him. Ben's in the building, y'all. And he always had those long nails. So I don't know if he's going to be personally missed from my side, but he probably will be missed. Definitely in the Buckmonger side. Um, but y'all, I can't run with that story of, you know, any allegations at this point. Because if y'all go back and look at it, April the 8th, he was getting ready for surgery the 9th. So, and then on the 17th, his husband got arrested for assault. So we don't know if it was him that assaulted, if it was those two that was beefing, or it was somebody else. So normally they would say domestic violence, but they didn't say that in that little police report. So I don't know if they added extra charges. I don't see extra charges. Um, but like I said, sometimes on social media you can't just run. You can't just say anything nowadays. You gotta really wait until facts come out because a lot of people will put their foot in their mouth and then they'll backpedal later. So I'm not that reactor that wants to backpedal at all. Now, I just jump into it. Medusa Gotti. Now, y'all know I'm not a big fan of jazz, but right is right, wrong is wrong. Okay. And a lot of times people like to um, make assumption for other people, and that's not cool. To me, it's not because if you hold this standard, you need to hold this standard to everybody. Just like, hey, it's equal. It's free range on this darn social media. So Medusa comes on here and basically try to tell y'all, hey, I am starting the OnlyFans and I need y'all to go out and support. Well, I have a couple of issues with that. Now, you do you. You do you. But when you come on here and you like to make yourself seem like you're the better baby mama because of ABC, it looks bad. You got two baby daddies and you suddenly need to do an OnlyFans. Not because you want to be creative, because you could be creative every day. See, you come on here only for the drama and fake tea. And we peeped that out when you did your first stream. When you get on here and you don't have nothing to say, and you tell people, I need 1,000 people to come in your chat, it's sad. I need 1,000 subscribers. That's very sad. You can't even keep that motive. You can't keep that juju like you did when you first come out with the shenanigans. Yeah, I did hear in the video. I'm not going to stop talking about. What's her name? Big Slime. Why not? See, the people really wanted you for Chris. That's the reason why you still holding on. You still holding on because people want to know about Chris. They want to know what's he up to. Um, is he paying child support? Do he see Stinkabug? They want to see. They want to know all that, but you can't deliver that because Chris don't mess with you. Chris even got it that nobody mess with you. That's sad, ain't it? See, once upon a time, Medusa had connections with what's her name? All the mamas seem to sound like Nisha LaKenya. And for some odd reason, it's just like you have no content that revolves around Chris. That's who people wanted to know. They didn't want to know about Jazz. Jazz is very predictable. She's been predictable for the last 12 years. She's very predictable. The people that is new to YouTube, they can pick on to Jazz. But you can't even give us details. So you got on here and you spark your interest of your subscribers by the tablet. Then you wanted to retract it when it did not suit where you needed to be at. Okay, because people were like, what's on that tablet? What's on that tablet? That's where you lost your subscribers. That's not because they don't F with you. You didn't give them what they wanted. People wanted to know what was on the tablet. There was absolutely nothing on the tablet because you couldn't even deliver it. It didn't even make any sense if it was something with SA, with a minor, um, even gay. It wasn't nothing crazy, you know. It wasn't like cheating because you were said he was cheating. But if it was something with a minor, we're gonna look at you strange because why you just this man don't even know this little girl and you just let him just live with somebody else randomly? Crazy. If it was, Gary, I don't think you would make the whole scene of you going back to him. So definitely you have two kids that's not his, that's boys. His name. But that's the low life on social media. I'm sorry. Not trying to be funny if you talked about how Jazz is boring. That she is. Um, if you wasn't so worried about how boring she was, you would have better content. Like for example, you would do more like I see that you go to Dollar Tree to get your face cleanser or different things such as, you know, feet cream or feet scrub. You will have the videos of that personally, in my opinion. Um, if I was competing with Jazz in Jazz World. I'm not going to sit around and watch another woman and be envious of her because, hey, she said something about my child that your baby daddy stand right there with. I'm like, how you got more beef with the woman that your man allowed it for her to say? It's crazy. He didn't check her. That's crazy. I have more energy towards the baby daddy than a female that be will never be in my same radar with me and my child. I'll have beef with him, but you can't even have beef with your baby daddy. That's crazy. And the anger, I got pregnant by a man that was ain't shit twice. Baby bye. I'm be this man been going around hanging out with his other twins faithfully. He made another baby. He's holding other babies, other women's children. Baby, he's working with other kids, baby, and he don't see your child. Girl, get out of here. I'll have that energy towards the men than anything. But that's just me. That's me. And it just shows that you really lost. You're 30 some years old, still lost. Who, y'all ain't gonna even hold you. Who's 30 some years old making making videos on OnlyFans? Low lives. That's it. And now we can all say, and there's so many people. I give it a benefit of the doubt. People that did OnlyFans in the early 2000s. Is it 2000s? Not early 2000s, but I say during COVID, I can see it. I can see it. Boredom as hell. But y'all, this is 2025. We back out in the streets. If I'm a content creator and I have kids, OnlyFans will not be where I'm gonna be at, hands down. I will be on here working, but I'm not making a revenue. I'm not looking to make a revenue. That hits different. I have a 9 to 5. It's different. But I don't need an OnlyFans. Not because anything. I'm too damn old for OnlyFans. I know people out here older than dirt on OnlyFans. But y'all, when I tell y'all, you don't have no life. None whatsoever. It's crazy to me. I'm just chit chatting, y'all. Not in no certain order. So Sky wants to tell y'all that she slept. She fell asleep behind the wheel. Y'all, that's not funny. Y'all, I dozed off behind the wheel probably a lot. Okay, y'all, I'm a night driver anyway. So I don't know what time Sky decided to drive and fall asleep behind the wheel, but I don't know what the hell you tired for, Sky. What, folding clothes? Putting clothes in the washer? Like, I don't see anything that says I'm tired. You tired of your storyline, Sky? Because I think I'll be more exhausted from that storyline of getting on live and reading a email that I feel like you typed out yourself for kicks and giggles just to keep your name out there. Keep it interesting. I'll be tired too, y'all. That is exhausting. Y'all ever lied? Man, I just think about my lying days. That shit is exhausting. Like when I used to start working, I had to find like new ways to freaking call off from work. And I didn't realize there was a such thing as, hey, I'm going through something. I just need this time off instead of just lying. That shit is exhausting. As I'm thinking about it now, that thing is exhausting. I think that's probably why you're tired. You need to stop lying about what goes on. Like at this point, Sky, make your little content, wash your dishes. You and babe, y'all set plates together. I don't know what to tell you at this point. I think it's unbelievable. I think it's I'm like, did she really do a 30-minute video of them plating food on the table? Wow. Wow. Yeah, and there's so much like if I had to stay at home and turn on the camera, there'd be so much stuff I think I could record in like maybe like a 3 hour time frame. I'll say give you 3 hours of the hard realistic content Because you can clean up the bathroom, you can clean up your bedroom, you can vacuum, you can sweep. That could be like maybe like 45, 30 minutes. Like if you just know how to move around. And you do a cleaning video every day or do a detail cleaning, man, you probably can make money. And I can see money in cleaning videos. I really can. I won't knock you. I'm not making fun of you. But it be the nasty houses that I don't want to see. Like XOL, was it? I'm sorry, Gypsy XOL. Yeah, I can watch her videos all day long. I don't, but I can watch them because her house is not dirty. It's just picked up. Like you can tell she's picking up. Like she's vacuuming. And it's such a breeze. Like, ooh, that's a breeze. And there's no rush over. You can just actually tell that she's really wiping the counters down. She's moving the camera. She's actually doing a task and it makes sense. But just washing a lot of dishes, baby, I can't watch that. And I don't. Don't worry. Well, you don't have to watch it. Don't worry, I don't. I let Pines watch it. You know. I let certain people watch it. I would say her enemy, but I don't want no beef, y'all. I let them watch it and they go over it. I'm not watching it. I can't. You and Diamond, I'm like, why the hell your house like this? I'm so depressed. Bitch, if you don't want to take a bath, get up and do something, y'all. And that's something I'm learning. I learned about myself even when I was going through a depression, y'all. Pick up something or find a way to not to go to bed with something not done. For example, if you clean up your house, right? Vacuum, mop. Well, for example, you might want to burn a candle before you go to bed. But you know that the trash needs to be taken out. Throw that trash away. Throw the trash away. It's easy peasy. You know that you like to make a cup of coffee in the morning or make breakfast in the morning before you go to work. Clean up your kitchen so you can have that prep. And then before you leave, the dishes that you use is not going to be so hectic if you leave them in the sink. Or if you run water like I do, I run soap water in the morning time because I know that there's going to be a pancake that's thrown in the microwave. There's a there's something that's going to be cooked or drunk in the morning for the kids to get up, for the kids going out to school. So why I just won't set aside for some dishwater? When they leave, they can put the dishes in the dishwater, let them soak, let them have a good old time. When I come home at night, it's not so, I don't have dry syrup on the plate. I don't have jelly, I don't have that. I can just wipe my counters down after I go and we're good. Um, the living room, make sure you vacuum up your floor nightly. And then you'll find yourself, picking up something else. It's easier to pick up. And y'all, one of my goals is to not to go to bed with anything in my washer and my dryer. That's my personal goal. And that means no clothes in the basket. So yeah, I do have baskets, but I tell my kids don't put the clothes in the basket. Put them in the basket when they need to be washed, and then put them away. We all have bags, laundry bags, but you know how we got to separate the clothes. That's the reason why I have the baskets. The baskets is not for just leaving the clothes in the basket and oh, we're gonna wash them later. I don't do that. So everybody's different, y'all. I'm not gonna sit here and say you're a bad mother if you do that, but that's just how I flow in my household. Um, but yeah, you shouldn't be 30 some years old just barely knowing how to do shit functionable. I'm just saying. Now I'm sorry. You've been having sex since you was 18 years old. You should have some cleaning skills. Sorry. I don't want to step on nobody's shoes. But if you've been having sex since you was a teenager and a one double digits, baby, you need to be having some cleaning skills under your belt. Being able to have housekeeping skills. Be able to keep a house clean for like at least 4 days. You don't do nothing else. Learn how to keep a house clean for 4 days. I always talk about this. You'd be surprised, men are more cleaner than women. And if you get a bachelor man, they're more cleaner than women. Like my 10-year itch, his bachelor's days, when he was by himself, I think I could never, there was never a day that I could not come to his house because his house wasn't clean. Like I could just literally just come in and the house be like, wow. Even with the one that just passed away, his house always stayed clean. I'm like, how do y'all do this? Like I'm sitting here like, how do they do this? Like y'all gotta understand with me being, with I have kids and I say that man, that bra would be on the door string, it'd be behind, it'd be everywhere. And I'm like, y'all have nothing out of place. Like all their clothes is put together and in one stack. Y'all know how many shoes I got just like by the door, not together. They just take them off by the door and leave them, and then got audacity to go find my slippers. I get it. I'm not the neatest person, but I'm not the nastiest either. You know. But y'all, I have to go pick up my little person, y'all. I am so ready for school to be out, y'all. I am so ready for school to be out. For some odd reason, I think, y'all, I'm ready. Like, I don't mind the kids coming back home from spring break. I don't even care if they're here on summer vacation. I'm just tired of going up and down the road. Like, I'm tired. I don't know if y'all ever been exhausted, but baby, I'm exhausted at this point in my life. I'm exhausted. Like, man, y'all gotta go back to school today. So, y'all, I had asked my daughter, my son used all his good, well, good health days, right? He used all his bad health days. So right now, I'm like, yo, you can't miss another day of school. Cause like I always give my kids about 3 to 4 days off. So that should be like at least a day off for every quarter. Okay. That's how I look at it. Every quarter they should have a day off. I know they get a day off or they get a day off on every month. It seems like they have a day off every month. But y'all, sometimes kids need an extra day. But my son, he already used his. My daughter, she still got 4 days. So I was like, hey, do you need a day off for because they're taking testing like next week. And I said, do you need a day off before your testing? I'll let you have a day off. And she was like, no, I'll go to school. But I'm like, but my son, he was like, can I get an extra day off? I'm saying, I'll think about it. But y'all, I really need them to I'll probably make them take the day off before testing. Cause like, y'all, I'm not trying to be funny. I just, yeah, that's just too much. I think I might take a day off with them. Um, just to maybe do something fun. I don't know. Probably just do something fun on that day off. Cause like, I don't want them to be stressed over no testing. Definitely not the end of the year testing. I just I cringe. I don't like exams. I don't even think they should have exams personally. Me. Um That's just me. I don't personally think they should have exams at the end of the year. But I get it. That's people's way of knowing if the kids aren't retaining their information. But I just think it's silly. And y'all, North Carolina, they constantly have testing. They have North Carolina check-ins. And I was like, this too much. Like, too much. But I probably be careful what you wish for when it comes to your children's education. Because I used to say they don't need to take it, but we look back at like during COVID, there's a lot of kids was behind. Okay, and I think my son, he was quite behind after when they came back from COVID. But yeah, y'all, I'm about to go pick up my little person, and then I have to head to work. Y'all, y'all have a good evening. I will probably come back on my channel tonight. I'm not for sure yet, but y'all probably ride with me while I pick up my kid from daycare. But that's it, y'all, and that's all I gotta say. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.